We'll see. I'll have it recorded. All right, so I'm watching Microsoft tomorrow. So inside bar setup, double inside bar. It does look a little bit bearish. The drink, told you, bearish. So puts below 328.67 and then calls above 334.85 for Microsoft. It did close below the monthly. It did close above the weekly though. So we'll see what happens, right? The video, the video looks pretty interesting. The video with a gap up is looking kind of bullish that it held that low. So calls above 463.44, and then I would only take puts if we break 448.86 on the video. That's the only way I'll play downside on this NVIDIA. But I do like the upside continuation. Hola, Josh. Amazon. Let's go look at Amazon. Amazon looks interesting. Inside bar setup. We barely closed above the weekly. Barely. So calls above 138.04. That's two confluence. Inside bar setup. Close above the weekly. That's very good. That's what you want to see. So break above 138.04. And we break 140 psych level above the monthly open and have room up to the high of 143.57. Right. So Amazon's amazing setup. Puts below 133.17. But so far it looks amazing here for Amazon. Let's look at Meta. Let's look at Meta real quick. Meta outside bar setup as well, right? So let's go over Meta. We caught it twice today, right? We banked on both sides. So let me explain what happened. Where do we take calls? It was literally at the bottom. Was it around? I don't know. It was around the weekly open or daily open. Well, one of these we took them around here. And we caught it for a good move all the way up, right? And like I said, this was my TP because this is resistance. What did it do? It didn't even tap it. It just rejected. Obviously, it was news, right? News. But why did I take calls here? Can anyone tell me why I took calls here? So, while you guys type, the reason I took calls here because that was my breakdown level that I had. Why did I have that level? I don't even remember why I had that level. But let's see. Hold on, guys. I'll tell you why I had that level. What was here? What the fuck did I have? Actually, it was this one. Yeah, it was this level. 294.37. Let's see. Did we close below 294.37? No, we never closed below it. We wicked down, right? That level 294.37, which is right here, and we closed above it. Once we closed above it, that's when I took those calls, right? Like I told you guys, we just wicked it. We closed above. What it do? Retested, closed above. That was bullish for me, so I took it there. We had a little bit of chop, but once it got above the daily open, it got some momentum and kept heading higher for Meta, all right? So that was a beautiful setup. We caught both sides. Well, same side, right? We caught calls, but we caught it twice, right? Let's see, what was the next one? Apple with a gap up. Apple with a gap up, calls above 178.21, and then I would only take puts below 172 for Apple. It's pretty simple. Intel, amazing setup. We made some fucking money on Intel. Unfortunately, I know some of you guys weren't able to fill, but like I said, I showed you guys in the morning. Sorry, I try my best to always give you guys the same feels that I have, right? And I think I do a good job at that. So let me show you guys what happened. Why was I was watching the market. So I saw that we had broke out that 37.11 level, which is right here, right? 37.11. We broke out. We closed above it. What did it do? It came in. Now that I got confirmation we broke that level finally, I was like, okay, retest. It held the daily open. Cool. It holds the daily open. I'm going to risk a close below the low day. What happened? I got in right here. Instant wick. Literally 0.20, 0.22, 25. Boom. And it was already at 30. This shit was already at 70. So this went crazy. These Intel just went insane. This is one of the ones that you guys weren't able to get my fill. You probably had to chase a little bit, but it's nothing I can do. The setup was still valid as long as it stayed above daily open, right? So I want you guys to know this for next time. It's not chasing. You remember, guys. One thing is you don't have to on closer to zero, like closer to expiration of the week. It's harder to be able to get my fill, right? But I want you guys to pay attention. If I'm saying I'm getting it because held a daily open, it's okay. Be able to risk. If I got a 20. Buy at 23, right? This is the only time I would ever tell you. I wouldn't say chase, but the only time I would tell you it's okay to buy, because no matter what, if you buy, you already know where your stop loss is at, right? You already know where you're gonna stop out, so it doesn't matter. You pay $3 more con or some shit like that. It doesn't matter. Your stop loss is still the same, right? So thank you very much. So still the same. So I want you guys to really, put that into your head of what's it called? not chasing but not chasing, right? Like if it's some setup like this, maybe maybe you guys were able to get a 22 fill, but you didn't fill because you saw that I got a 20 fill, right? And don't let that discourage you. Don't let that fuck up with your head. You have to know that the setup is still valid. Does that make sense? Yeah. So you chased a little bit, yeah, but the setup was still valid. So that's, I don't call that chasing. This, okay, if you bought anywhere past the half here, you're fucking chasing. But if you bought up here, chasing. If you bought anywhere from this wick to even this wick till this candle, I would say shit, you're still up, right? Because your stop loss will still be essentially the same. But I hope that makes sense, and I hope that gives you guys a little bit more, confirmation, into taking setups. But that does not mean, guys, that take, and tomorrow, like if I call something at 25 and it's at 30 or 35, doesn't mean buy at 35. Please don't do that shit. Just look at the setup. If the setup still looks valid, take it. You know where the risk is. I always tell you guys where the stop loss is at. Yes or no? So no matter what, I always tell you where the stop loss is at. As long as you're able to calculate it within yourself, you guys should be confident and be able to buy in at a different price or even a different strike, all right? Let's continue. Tesla's next. So Tesla does have a solid setup. Tesla with a double inside bar setup. Actually, it's a triple inside bar setup. Triple inside bar setup. So Tesla, I do like it for the upside. Why? We're in the daily order block. It keeps fucking holding daily order block, right? So I would only take puts for starters below 244.86, which is a level we couldn't break today. Why? That's going to be a close below the weekly open, right? So that's very good. That's going to give you that confirmation that we're bearish, we're weak, we're closing below that level. And I'll take calls above 259.07 on Tesla. Why? Because then finally we're going to be above the monthly open, and then it's going to be the break of the inside bar setup. So Tesla looks very, very nice, right? Let's see Tesla. I told you guys in the morning you could have took Tesla. I personally didn't because we were already in some other positions. But let me show you guys where, like, you don't have to wait for me to take something, guys. Even, right? Yes or no? Isn't there times that I tell you guys, hey, like, the setup is nice. If you want to take it, take it. This is your stop loss, but it does look good. Do I not tell you guys that? The reason I do this is because I want to see who is confident enough within yourself to be able to catch that by yourself, right? If I'm giving you the game plan and I'm giving you the go or the green light that this is a nice setup, this is your stop loss, I don't get why you guys don't risk that, right? Like, the reason for me, it's maybe you guys missed a play, right? I'm saying this to the people that missed a play. I don't want to do it because I was already in like 3-4 plays, so it's kind of tough, right? But if you missed a play and I'm telling you the setup is there, I'm giving you the stop loss, I'm giving you the take profit, guys, man, like, execute yourself. Look at this amazing risk to reward. We came back 5 minute. It closed. It held the low, right? What were you risking if you took here? 243.47. Your stop loss was 243.17. 30 fucking cents, guys. And look at that, all the way to catch a 8-point move. That's crazy if anyone took those Teslas. Like, you guys do not have to wait for me all the time, okay? If you guys ask me about setup, I always try to give you guys the best answer as possible. Let's look at coin. Coin looks very interesting. We caught coin today. So a lot of people were asking, why did I take coin? Why did I take coin here? Let me show you guys. So let me teach you one thing. Coin, what was coin's resistant? Coin couldn't get above this 80 cycle level. Couldn't get above the monthly open. What happened? Couldn't get above. 1, 2, 3 times. I like it because we held support, daily order block, daily imbalance, above weekly. So what did I do? What was a smart thing to do here, guys? Get in on the close above the monthly open, right? And just risk a close below that low that was formed. So this would have been a change of character. So close below 79.08, which was about 92 cent risk. So we did that, boom, took off immediately. What did it do? It kept heading higher. Now what I'm going to be watching for coin tomorrow, now that coin has a solid setup, it has an outside bar setup for continuation, I want to see a break above 82.09 for calls and then puts below 75.46, okay? Let's go look at Snow. Snow today, it actually was breaking out right at close, which is why I'm fucking pissed. Because I was waiting for this setup. Why? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8 inside bar setups, right? And we were getting that break right at close. So what I'm going to do tomorrow for Snow, I'm going to take the break early. We did form an outside bar setup here. So I'm not going to take it off the break of the outside bar. I'm going to take it the break of the last resistance. So it's going to be a break above 159.84, or you can wait for the 160 cycle level. But I will take Snow calls above 159.84, and then puts below 153.24. But I only put calls because I want to take the upside on it. Does that make sense? Yes. Okay, cool. Shopify, very interesting setup, right? There's no solid inside bar, outside bar setup on this, right? So this is where you guys are going to learn a little bit. What happened? This was your daily order block, last up move before last manipulative down move that created an imbalance, which is a gap. Boom, boom. What happened? Boom, reject it. What happened? Boom, reject it. What's it doing? Rejecting, bearish, right? What's this candle? Bullshit, right? Bearish, not bullish, but just a bullshit candle, right? So I like that we close below the monthly. I like that we close below the weekly. I like that this candle's fucking weak. So I want to see a break below 63.27 for more room down. Why? Because then that's a gap fill down. We have at least $3 move. So Shopify is my main watch tomorrow. If somehow it gets above 66.85, I will take calls. Why? Because now we know that's our resistance. Now what else is that? That's our monthly open. We're above our weekly open. We're above our monthly open. And then we broke out that resistance level, which is why we can play both sides, right? And a 0DT, oh, we can make some stupid money tomorrow. So calls above 66.85, puts below 63.27. QCOM does have an interesting setup. It did gap down today, right, with everything else. Wrong one. QCOM did gap down, so let me show you guys that real quick. We gap down, so I would be looking to play the upside if we're, continue to the upside or bullish. Calls above 110.70, and then I would only take puts below this low for the gap fill down. So puts below 104.83. That's the only way I'll play QCOM. Okay. EMPH, very interesting setup. It did break down our level today, but if you look at the daily, what did it do? What did it do on the daily, guys? It held that low. So what am I going to do now? I'm going to wait for that same close below that same level one more time to play EMPH to the downside. So puts below 120.85 for EMPH. Rivian, pretty interesting setup as well. So Rivian, we have an outside bar setup, right? So we actually it's this one here. We have an outside bar setup. So puts below 22.44. Let me adjust 22.44, and then calls above 23.75. Why am I not using this level? And I'm gonna use this level, guys. I just taught you guys that with Snow and other tickers right now, but I need one answer. Why am I using that level? Can anyone tell me? Anyone? All right, no one answers. Cool. I'm not answering that question. All right, cool. All right, cool. We're just gonna move on to the next one. I want to make sure you guys are learning. I'll come back to it when you guys get an answer. UPST calls above 32.16. I'm gonna show you guys why I like it. We have a gap fill up. Well, not really, but I mean, it did fill that gap already, but I do like it because this is a nice little candle to the upside. Pretty much, it does have a small gap, but I do want to see a break above 32.16, break above the monthly, and we can continue higher on UPST. Puts below this low, so puts below 28.81 on UPST. Why is my alert not on? So that's what I like there. Affirm looks interesting, and PayPal too. So Affirm, very fucking bullish, right? Bullish on a daily, boom, from $15, boom. So Affirm, now we got our outside bar setup. Why am I not using the outside bar setup, right? Let me go why. We have a high here that we just can't get above. We rejected once, twice, 3 times now. So why am I not going to use that? Because then they can fake us out, right? They can trap us, right? So I'm gonna wait for a clear break above 22.79. That's big resistance. So please do not miss this one. Affirm, do not miss that 22.79 break, and then puts below 20.83. Okay. Let's look at PayPal. PayPal with a very interesting setup as well. PayPal with a gap up, right? So calls above 62.10. Look at that, nice V-shaped recovery, and then potentially a little head and shoulders. Let's see if we go on a smaller time frame. The 4 hour, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, right, boom, inverse, head higher. So calls above 62.10, puts below 61.11. Super simple. Disney did have news, so Disney, please pay attention to this one. It's a very interesting setup, very interesting. I think something about they beat the lawsuit or whatever, something like that, right? But what did I have for Disney? Puts below 80.53. What did it do? It held it. Okay. It held that low, right? So what am I gonna be looking for tomorrow? If we do not break Disney, we do not break to the downside. What is this? There was a play we took today. What ticker is this the same as we traded today? Can someone tell me? What is the same price action, same thing that happened? Anyone, just anyone, please, anyone. One person at least, please, guys. I feel like I'm talking to myself here. Meta, exactly. Exactly. I don't use candles, so I don't know fucking candle pattern. So I'd be lying to you guys if I knew that was a fucking hammer candle. I'd be lying. But I don't pay attention to it. But it's same thing as Meta. What did it do? What did it do? It went below that level, right? But on a daily time frame, it still held it. So what does that tell you? That it's still support, right? That's still support that has not been broken on a daily time frame. Broken a 4 hour, but hasn't broken in a daily. So tomorrow, if we get a break right below that low, that's gonna tell us, oh, we're definitely gonna break that. And I'll probably do next week contracts on this instead. And then if it does hold, then it can be a massive move up back to the monthly open. Okay. Netflix. But if you guys know those candlesticks and all that, good for you guys. Good, because maybe they do come in hand. But it's too much confusion for me to pay attention to that. Netflix puts below 437.70, calls above 453.46. So let me teach you guys something on this, right? I mean I think they went, right. I saw some of you guys took puts, right. Some of you guys anticipated the break. Why was I so hesitant the whole morning to take Netflix books? The whole morning, yes or no? Was I not hesitant? I liked it, but I was so hesitant to take Netflix puts. I was like, this is not, like, I was looking at the price and I'm like, this is gonna be fucking, like, it's gonna fuck people. And I knew it. Why, guys? Why? This is important. Please always use these monthly, weekly, daily opens, guys. Please, 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 please. What did it do? Held it once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 fucking times that I held the monthly. You never got a strong close, even on a 15-minute. What did I tell you guys in the morning? A 15-minute close below the monthly, I'm shorting the shit out of Netflix. What did it ever do? Never closed below the 15-minute. Did on the 5 minutes. What did that do? It trapped some bears, right? For some of you guys probably got some profit on that. It trapped some bears, never closed below, never had it lower, held the monthly. What did it do after it held the monthly? It just fucking bounced. Do you guys see why it's important to move around different time frames and not just stick to the 1 minute, the 5 minute, and stay in those, DGN's time frame? I want you guys to focus on larger time frames, going to 5, going to 10. I mean, I don't use a 10. 5, 15, 30 hour, 4 hour daily, right? Simple as that, guys. So now, why am I going to use that 437.70 low, guys? Why am I going to use that? Because now that's a monthly. So if I get a 15-minute close below the monthly open again, I'm shorting the fuck out of Netflix. Simple as that, right? If we get a 15-minute close below that, I'm shorting it. What will be my stop loss? It'll probably form an order block. If it does, I'll use that. If it doesn't, I'll use a close above the monthly on a 15-minute time frame. Simple as that, right? And beautiful risk to reward. But other than that, guys, I hope you guys enjoy the watches. I hope it was a little bit informational. And yeah, that's pretty much it. What was the ticker I said I was going to go back to? Because I was fucking with you guys. Rivian, right? What was I saying about? Damn, I forgot. Should have just did it. Yeah, I want to be an ass and shit. I don't even remember what the fuck I was saying about Rivian, but Rivian above 23.75 calls and puts below 22.44. Why am I using 22? Actually, 22.43. Yeah, 22.43. Please, can you show on the chart what you mean monthly, held monthly, monthly? What do you mean, Prissy? Monthly open, Prissy. Okay, I told you guys this plenty of times. Use the indicator DWMYO. What does that mean? Daily, weekly, monthly, yearly open. So what does that do automatically for you? It already automatically marks up the monthly open, the weekly open. So what does that mean, Prissy? What month are we in? September, right? So what day was it? September 1st. Where did the price open September 1st? Boom, here, right? Where did the price open this week? What was this week? This week was September 1st, was Friday, right? The first of the month, first of the week, etc., etc. Boom. Just like that, Prissy. Does that make sense? Do you have a favorite setup? Yeah, I set the favorite setups, did I not? Which ones I was really liking into tomorrow? I mean, all of them, honestly, all of them look fucking crazy. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, I wish I had, like 100,000 to be able to just, like, do all this. Because all these setups, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Quote me on this. At least 7 setups tomorrow will go from the watch list. At least 7 setups. And we'll probably miss 3 or 4 of those because they might happen pre-market. Go over it. I went too fast on the video? Did I? My bad. Bro, explain like we're in elementary school. Yeah, I mean, I tried to like simplify it for you guys. Yeah, now you know. Now you know. Bro, too fast, didn't understand anything. That's crazy, bro. y'all motherfuckers too slow, bro. Nvidia. So Nvidia gap fill up, right? So calls above 463.44. Puts below 448.86. The reason I'm not using the low of today, it's because we have this low here at the bottom. If you go on a 4-hour time frame, it's the same low that we just keep holding, all right? And then the calls, it would just be above this level for the gap fill. So I explained yesterday why I like Nvidia for swings upside. Unfortunately, we gapped down overnight. I don't know, and I don't want to say no, but I mean, we seen Nvidia go up 20, 25 points in a fucking day, right? I'm not saying our contract's going to come back. I mean, if the market is going to continue, keep heading higher to potentially retest a head lower, I at least seeing us going back to the weekly open, 482.32 for Nvidia, right? Let's go look at NAS. Today I only traded NAS like 2-3 times, right? We caught him for like 30-point move, 60-point move, and then like I think it was another 30 or 40-point move. So NAS. Okay, let me go over XPX and I'll show you why we took those NAS. So what did I tell you in the morning, guys? Does anyone remember what I told you guys in the morning off of XPX? I was like, it has to hold this low for it to bounce, right? What was that low? I was using this order block here on the 4-hour. What did it do? Let's go on a smaller time frame. Merkle was like, dude, that shit held. Look at that. Merkle off the open. What did it do? It held that low, right? It held that low. Boom. Oh, shit. It held that low and just continued higher. And then if we look at NAS on that 5-minute at that time, where was it? I think it was around here. Yeah, it was around here. It wicked and it came. Wait, no. Yeah, it's today. It wicked and it came back and held the low, right? We caught the original move, which was this move first, but we missed the retest on it. And then this is where we caught the second move for the 60 points, and then I don't know where else was the other one. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Honestly, I didn't even short NAS today. I didn't short it at all because if you look at Apple, like I set it off open, Apple looks strong, right? Like Apple held that hourly order block here. I was like, ooh, this shit dumped overnight. I mean, yeah, yesterday and overnight, it would look strong. Nice wick, held daily open, was bullish. So I was like, cool, I'm just going to play the upside. I'm going to play the upside. I'm going to do what the market wants, right? The market wants to continue higher. Cool, right? We had a massive sell-off.